In 1995, a DeWalt circular saw cost $120 and came with a metal gear case, a steel footplate, and a motor built to survive a decade of job site abuse. The same brand today costs $129. 30 years later, barely a price increase, and now comes with a plastic gear housing, a stamped aluminum footplate, and a motor designed to survive the warranty. The price stayed the same. Everything inside changed. The power tool industry has replaced metal with plastic, copper with aluminum, and professional-grade internals with consumer-grade imitations, while keeping the same brand names and the same color schemes. Today we are cracking open the housing, naming what they replaced, and giving you the one rule that separates a tool that lasts a career from a tool that lasts a year. From the 1960s through the mid-1990s, power tools were metal gears, copper motors, steel housings, and replaceable brushes. A Milwaukee or Makita from 1985 was built for 10 to 20 years of professional use. Many still run today. Then the industry consolidated. Stanley Black & Decker acquired DeWalt, Porter Cable, and Craftsman. Tektronix Industries acquired Milwaukee and Ryobi. Same playbook every time. Keep the name, cut the materials. Between 2000 and 2015, the substitutions became standard. Gear cases changed from cast metal to plastic. Gears changed from hardened steel to nylon. Motor windings changed from heavy copper to copper-clad aluminum at 61% of copper's conductivity. Bearings changed from sealed ball bearings to sleeve bushings. Foot plates changed from machined metal to stamped or plastic. A 1995 DeWalt saw cost between $120 and $240 adjusted. Today's model costs $129. Real price dropped by half. That compression was funded by material substitution. Same yellow housing, different guts. Cordless tools are not standalone products. They are entry points into a proprietary battery ecosystem. Buy one DeWalt 20-volt max tool and you are locked into buying every future tool on that platform. It is the razor and blade model applied to power tools. Lithium-ion batteries last 500 to 1,000 charge cycles before dropping to 80% capacity. Professional use lasts 2 to 4 years. Homeowner use lasts 5 to 8 years. Replacements cost $80 to $200. A full cordless set represents $300 to $600 in batteries that expire on a 3 to 5 year cycle. Over 20 years, battery costs alone exceed the original tool cost. No manufacturer uses universal batteries. DeWalt batteries do not fit Milwaukee tools. Makita batteries do not fit Ryobi tools. This incompatibility is intentional. If you have $500 in DeWalt batteries and a competitor builds a better tool, your switching cost is your entire fleet. The voltage is marketing. DeWalt, 20-volt Max and Milwaukee M18 are electrically identical, both 18 nominal volts under load. 20 volt is the peak voltage from a full cell. Same cells, different sticker. A corded tool delivers consistent power, zero degradation, and can last decades. One purchase, no subscription. Consumer tier, Ryobi, Black plus Decker, Heart, Cobalt, $49 to $149. Plastic gears, plastic housings, sleeve bearings, CCA windings, designed for 50 to 100 hours of homeowner use. A Ryobi saw will build a weekend deck, but that same saw can strip its gears when framing a garage. The real deception is the prosumer tier, DeWalt, 20-volt Max, standard Milwaukee M18, consumer Makita. Professional reputations were earned in the 1980s on tools that no longer exist. The $99 DeWalt drill at Home Depot uses thinner windings, a lighter clutch, and a plastic gear case. The $189 DeWalt at Contractor Supply uses metal. Same brand, same color, different guts. The tell? Milwaukee's FUEL line is genuinely professional. Brushless motors, metal gears, heavy motors. The standard M18 line shares branding without sharing build quality. Consumers see Milwaukee and assume uniformity. The gearbox tells a different story. Repair shops confirm that consumer tools are uneconomical to fix. Replacement motors cost 50 to 70% of a new tool. Parts are discontinued in 3 to 5 years. The repair economy is dead by design. Number 3. Makita Industrial. Metal gear housings. Japanese motors, parts outlasting the consumer cycle. The 5007 MG circular saw, magnesium housing, 15 amp, has been in continuous production for 15 years, unchanged because the design needs no improvement. A metal gear case means a professional tool. Plastic means consumer SKU. Number 2. Milwaukee FUEL. Brushless power state motors, heavy copper windings, and all metal gears. Brushless motors eliminate brush wear, and motor life jumps to 5,000 plus hours, 5 to 10 times that of a brushed consumer motor, $149 to $399 for a bare tool. The 40 to 60% premium buys multiples of lifespan. Number 1. Festool, German. Sold through authorized dealers only, designed for 10,000 hours plus. Dust extraction, precision adjustment, and build quality are unmatched. The TS55 track saw is the Finnish carpentry standard for over a decade, priced from $400 to $1,500. The melee of power tools. Honorable mention, vintage. A 1990s Porter Cable 690 router with an all-aluminum housing sells used for $80 to $150, and it outlasts any consumer router that costs twice as much. These are tools from an era when engineers controlled the materials instead of accountants. 3 checks. Check the gears. Steel or plastic? Steel survives shock loads, binding bits. Frozen fasteners and knots in lumber. Plastic strips. A tool with plastic gears has an expiration date. Check the motor. Brushless or brushed? Brushless eliminates the wear component entirely. If the tool is not labeled brushless, it has carbon brushes that wear, and in most consumer tools, the brushes are not user replaceable. Motor wear equals tool death. Check the housing. Metal or plastic? Pick it up. Metal absorbs heat, holds dimensional accuracy under load, and survives a ladder drop. Plastic flexes, warps, cracks. The housing is the fastest visual diagnostic for quality. The corded test. If the tool exists in a corded version with metal housing and steel gears, buy corded unless portability is genuinely required. A $150 corded saw with a metal foot plate outlasts a $250 cordless over 20 years with zero battery cost. $399 consumer drills over 15 years cost $297 plus batteries. One Milwaukee FUEL at $169 lasts the full 15 years. The expensive tool is the cheap tool. Here is the rule. Check the gears, check the motor, check the housing. If the gears are plastic, the motor is brushed, and the housing is plastic, you are not buying a tool. You are buying a consumable. Same yellow housing, same red housing, same brand your father trusted. But the gears inside are not the same gears. The motor is not the same motor. The company that earned that trust was acquired, consolidated, and cost optimized until the only thing left from the original is the paint color. Check the gears, check the motor, check the housing. If the gears are plastic, the motor is brushed, and the housing is plastic, you are not buying a tool. You are buying a consumable. Subscribe.